If you're looking for a book that can absolutely transform your public speaking, TED Talks, the official TED guide for public speaking, it's not it. It's a nice book, but really it just walks you through the step-by-step, the entire process of creating a TED-like presentation. It's kind of like if you were given a 3-day tour of a shoemaking shop. You'd learn a lot about shoes by watching them make shoes, but it's way different toward a 3-day apprenticeship in shoemaking. It's only in the 3-day apprenticeship that can you call yourself a shoemaker, and this is more like the tour. Now that's not to say there's a lot of useful information here, because I guess this book is only for people who already public speak but can't figure out what's wrong, what's the difference between them and a TED Talk. So there are little tricks here that really liven up a presentation. It really just goes into the points of scripting, having a thorough line, having a solid idea, this is a big one, using transition sentences to introduce new ideas if you don't have a script. How if you have a script and you try to memorize it, at the beginning before you memorize it, your talk sounds pretty natural. But then if you don't memorize it, if you start to memorize it, it's kind of weird, kind of bad. But then if you keep going and you memorize it a lot, then it's even better than it was before at the beginning. But it tells you not to fall into the trap of just memorizing a little bit. That's worse than not memorizing at all. And finally, it teaches you a few tricks on how to end off a talk very carefully. How to end it off. Like 4 techniques how to end it off. Can't recall them at the moment, but I'm sure when I need to, I'll look them up. In fact, let's look at the big picture. Communication skills is ultimately about transferring your ideas and changing the world. I guess if you can't do that, your pay and your life experience will ultimately be lower. So when you do end up on TED stage, or when you do have a big presentation to do, this is the book for you. It's not for you at the beginning. At the beginning, I think you should just practice just to see what you look like on camera, like I'm doing now. But in the future, if you're on TED stage, if you're on anywhere, I recommend looking into this book. It might make the difference between a great presentation and a presentation nobody will ever forget. And by the way, as a quick mention, I'm not trying to sell you anything. And there's no links in my description. Just go find the book, Google it, go find it. I'm not trying to sell anything. But I will tell you to subscribe, because I'll be making a bunch of more book reviews, better ones obviously. And once I get more experience, I'll make self-development YouTube videos about growth, learning, and entrepreneurship. So if you're interested in that, subscribe. See you in the next video.